Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So today's video is just going to be 8 food items that I tend to always go purchase from the dollar store. Now, I know the dollar store doesn't have the healthiest food, but there are some vegan options there if you are on a tight budget like myself. So anyways, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to throw a thumbs up down below and do not forget to subscribe if you are new here, and let's get straight on into it. So the number one thing that I do always purchase from the dollar store is my seeds. I keep them in a mason jar. I'm actually running out, but I always purchase some sunflower seeds, some pumpkin seeds, any kind of seeds that I can get my hands on that do not contain honey, that do not contain any milk ingredients. I purchase them from the dollar store. So I usually go for some sunflower and pumpkin seeds. They do have like other kinds of seeds. Like I do get peanuts too if they're not honey roasted. Because, you know, us vegans do not eat honey, but these seeds are awesome for my salads. I have been eating salads every day so far, and mostly every day for lunch. I've been trying to lose some weight, trying to get back into shape and stuff. I feel like adding some nuts and stuff like that to my salad helps me stay energized, and it's also really cheap. It's $1 for a bag, which is 10 times cheaper than getting them from the grocery store. So seeds are the way to go when I am shopping at the dollar store and definitely on a budget. I always get the seeds there. They taste amazing and there's nothing else to them, but they're just seeds as long as it doesn't contain any animal ingredients. Another little snack that I have been loving when I go on break or if I come home and I just need a quick little snack is I've been getting these little veggie sea salt chips. These chips are really good. They actually have very little sugar. They basically have nothing in them. They're not as bad when it comes to calories, when it comes to carbs. They're just not as bad at all. Obviously, I do not eat a whole bag. I only buy 1 bag a month. I don't go too crazy with chips. So I do normally like just dip them in hummus and stuff like that. I bring a little bit, like a handful to work with me for a snack. I actually like them. Some people don't because it's not, I feel like I had some people try them at work and they were like, oh no, there's not enough salt because they are so used to the Lay's potato chips. These don't taste like the Lay's. These literally taste like veggies, but yeah, they're pretty good. The next thing I get is something that I have been eating since I was a kid. I didn't even realize that they were vegan, and that is these fig bars. I like these a lot. Again, I only buy 1 package a month. I eat about 2 cookies a week. That's like my little treat. I try to make them last, and it comes with, I believe, like 10 or maybe 12 it comes with. But they are a low-fat snack. They taste delicious. I know they have different flavors. They have strawberry, apple. I like the fig. I love figs. Eventually, I'll probably try to buy just figs and eat those instead of this. But for now, this is a lot cheaper than buying figs because in my area, I don't know why, but figs are usually $6 to $10 for a little bag. So $1 for little fig cookies or fig bars is what they're called. I will definitely stick with this for a little sweet treat, and it keeps me happy. And it definitely keeps me from going to grab the vegan Ben & Jerry's ice cream or some Oreos. Now, I normally buy this when I am cooking, and this is the red sweet pepper strips. This is something that I usually make my quesadillas with, or I will make some veggie stir fries with. The reason why I get peppers in a little glass jar like this is because, one, it does come with some garlic in it, and it is in water, so it's non-GMO, it's not in any like crazy preservatives. I give the mason jars to my sister so she kind of saves them and makes things out of them. They last a lot longer than me purchasing a fresh pepper. I normally do not cook with peppers as much because if you guys do not know, I do get a lot of free food from my job, not to brag or anything, but I do work in a kitchen. So if I'm having a salad or I'm making a salad for work, I get my own greens because there's certain greens that I like that my work doesn't carry, but they have red peppers, they have green peppers, all that stuff. So when I'm at home for dinner, I will cook with this little guy, and this usually lasts me quite a while. I do drain the water out, I drain them out and just use the peppers, and I do use the garlic cloves that are in here. You guys can see it right there. I cook with the garlic cloves as well, so this is definitely awesome. I do not purchase mushrooms from this brand or any kind of canned mushrooms. I like fresh mushrooms. I'm really picky with that. I feel like they taste a lot better when mushrooms are fresh, but for peppers I feel like they taste the same in here and as a fresh pepper. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know, I prefer them in here because it's gonna last longer and it's gonna save me money in the long run and not create waste. Another item that I buy, and I kind of only buy it towards the summertime, and I buy it when my niece and nephew come around. They are 5 and 2 years old, so my niece kind of understands my lifestyle, but she's a little bit curious with me being vegan, and auntie doesn't eat chicken nuggets and stuff, so she is a little curious. But when they do come over, I always have some watermelon Sour Patch little freeze pops in my freezer. Those are vegan. They are $1 for, I believe it comes with 6 or 7 of them. And every time they come over, I'll give them one, or if it's a really hot day, I will have one too. But I always only buy those around the summertime. I feel like it's a better alternative than buying some vegan ice cream. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does taste like the Sour Patch candies in the little pouches. I really love the watermelon ones, but of course I'm trying to stay away from it. So I feel like the freeze pops is a better route to go. Another thing I buy, and this is in moderation, I bought this bottle, I want to say 3 months ago, and I still have it. It's not expired yet, and that is barbecue sauce. I get my barbecue sauce from the dollar store. There is no animal ingredients, although it does have a picture of ham on it. Some of these, I don't know why some of these condiments have like animal pictures and stuff, but I get it. People do eat their meat and things with this stuff. But what I use is, I kind of use this to saute my veggies sometimes, or sometimes I just use it for some pasta. I make a barbecue pasta, which is kind of weird, but I like it. I mix some barbecue and some coconut milk, and bam. I don't know, I always experiment in the kitchen. So I always get my barbecue sauce from the dollar store. It's $1. I've only gone through a little bit of it. I am very lenient when it comes to condiments. I'm not much of a fan of condiments. I don't like ketchup. I do not like mustard. Mostly I stick with some barbecue sauce, sweet and sour sauce, and that's about it. So it definitely saves me money in the long run when this is only $1 and then my sweet and sour sauce is like $2. So I'm spending any money on condiments. But this brand is actually pretty good. It's actually the Kraft brand. I believe they make mac and cheese, but this is vegan. I've checked every little ingredients in here. It's just tomato puree, paprika, some dried garlic. The only thing is with this is that it is a little bit spicy. So if you don't like spicy at all, then don't get this one. They have all different other flavors there. Again, different dollar stores carry different things, but I did see a sweeter one. This one is the original barbecue sauce, slow simmered, but this one is a little bit spicy, which I don't mind a little bit of spice as long as it's not too overpowering. Another thing that I buy from the dollar store, and that is cereal. I was buying organic cereal from Stop and Shop and stuff, and felt like, why am I paying $4 a box? I do not have this kind of money to be doing this right now. I'm, focused on paying off my student loan and stuff like that. So dollar store cereal is good. You have to check the ingredients though. I know these cinnamon squares are vegan, as long as it's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is not vegan. It has B12, and when a package states that something has B12 or D3, and the package does not state vegan, then that B12 and D3 is secondary B12 from an animal, and I believe that D3 is sheep wool. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that those two vitamins are from animals. So I try to educate myself as much as possible. I'm not more of a biased vegan. If I see an ingredient that I am unsure of, then I just won't get it. But I did search this cereal at the dollar store, and it is fine. There is no ingredients. It does have wheat in it, so if you are gluten-free, probably not for you. But it's pretty good. It does taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know it has a lot of sugar, but I only eat this if I am desperate. If I have no more food in the house, I will eat cereal. That's what you do when you are on a budget. Another thing that I buy, and I use it to marinate my beefless beef, is Sloppy Joe sauce. Again, it's got a picture of meat on it, but I guess Sloppy Joe's is a traditional American thing and they use meat. So I just use my beefless crumbles from like Gardein and stuff like that, and I will pour this in it, and I'll make like a taco salad to switch up my salads during the week. This is vegan as well. There is nothing in here but tomato puree, dried green and red peppers, garlic. I always thought that Sloppy Joe's was not vegan with the sauce, obviously not the actual sandwich, but the sauce, because I thought that with having a picture like this, I was like, But with me checking the ingredients, it's vegan. It's sweet, it's not spicy. I usually buy this once a month too. I usually use half of the can and then I use another half of the can. I don't use the whole can in one day. I try to prolong things in my house. Obviously things aren't gonna go bad. I'm just trying to save on certain ingredients here and there. And the last thing that I purchased from the dollar store is cranberries. I love cranberries. There are cranberries at my job, but I prefer to purchase them myself because I like to eat them at home too. Whether it is with some sweet potatoes and I mix some cranberries with it, or any kind of veggies, if I'm sauteing veggies or things like that, I put some cranberries in it. I love sweet stuff and I feel like that is the best route to go for me if I just want a little bit of sweetness in my meals instead of adding like syrup and stuff like that. And trust me, I was the kind of person to add syrup to every meal. Pretty bad, but I stopped that. And what I normally do when I get the cranberry bag, I open it up and I just pour it with my nuts. It's perfectly fine. I mix them up. There's actually some cranberries in here, as you guys probably could tell by the red one. Sometimes I mix raisins in here too, depending on what I find at the dollar store. If I find cranberries and I find raisins, I'll grab them both, add them in here. They're delicious in salads. They're delicious in dinner meal. Either way, they're even good in a veggie wrap. So yeah, I always incorporate that too. And they're $1, so 10 times cheaper than the grocery store, and they're usually the same brand and the same size of bag, so can't go wrong with that. But anyways, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoyed on what I normally buy from the dollar store. I used to buy a lot more, but I kind of calmed down, and I am trying to buy a little bit more greens from the grocery store and not stick with the vegan junk food. Because like I said, I am trying to lose some weight and try to be a little bit more healthy. Keyword, try. So again, you guys, no rude comments in the comment section, please. I know the dollar store is not the best place to shop at for food, especially for vegan food. But if you are on a budget, you kind of have no choice. You know, you can't pick and choose your battles when you're on a budget. It's not that I'm struggling completely. It's just I have goals, and my main goal is to pay off my student loan and figure out what comes after that. So that's why I buy certain foods from the dollar store right now. Of course, that will change one day. Maybe one day I'll completely stop buying from the dollar store and just stick with regular fresh ingredients, but until now I'll stick with what I normally get from there. I usually spend about $8 a month at the dollar store, and that's about it. So I'm gonna leave you guys on that note, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.